Hello YouTube and fellow radio hams, just a very quick video about packet radio. This video is not technical. It's just an overview on the components, roughly how they fit together, how to get started with it. It's outside of the scope to really go into too much details. I apologise for the very poor quality of how I'm doing it. I'm just holding the camera up against the screen. Yes, I know you can use OBS and all that stuff. I don't have a mic set up for the computer and I haven't got the patience to edit it. It's just really just a quick way to show what I'm seeing here, hopefully inspire you guys to have a go yourself or at least think about it. So you need a couple of things. Let me just have a quick overview here. So this is the the overview. We have a radio here. We have a sound card, which is a cm108. Now, if you look at my YouTube channel, you'll notice that the cm108 appears quite often. It's used for All-Star. I won't go into that too much detail here because there's loads of other videos about it. And finally, we have a Raspberry Pi here. It could be any other computer running Linux. You can do it under Windows, but this video is about doing it under Linux. And the compiling and all that stuff is much easier to do in Linux as well. So we have our Direwolf software and we have some interfaces, AGW and KISS, I'll come on to that in a minute, and an Ethernet connector which plugs into our LAN. So they're the very basic components: a radio, auxiliary connector on the back connected to the cm108, audio in, audio out, and PTT control, USB, Raspberry Pi. Okay, got that? Right. Okay, let's just have a quick look at the cm108. I will just quickly touch on it. This is a USB sound card. You can buy these on eBay, a couple of quid, £3 or something. Needs a little bit of soldering to modify it. But basically, PTT here comes off a GPIO pin. Direwolf knows about this chip. It knows it has a spare PTT, and you can use that to control your radio. I've been asked for the circuit before. Again, my videos aren't technical, they're just an overview, but this is a circuit. Hit pause and look at it in detail. I'll just go in. We've got a PTT line here that comes from pin 3 of the here, and this connects to a 1K resistor, the base of a 1K resistor. A 1K resistor connects to the base of this transistor. It's an NPN 2N3904 222 BC547 whatever, and obviously the emitter goes down to ground. The collector connects to your PTT on your radio. Positive going voltage here switches the transistor on, pulls the PTT to ground, and obviously radio goes into transmit. Audio out comes out of here, that connects to your radio, mic in or line in or whatever. You might have to attenuate that. Be select on test. I can't give you the values of components because they're different for every different type of radio. This example here is specifically for a Motorola GM340. Right, okay, let's go and have a quick look at, I've got loads of screens open. I tried to get them all ready so I wasn't faffing around too much. Right, okay, so here we are at the command line of my little Raspberry Pi, which is over the other side of the room. It's out of the shot of the video. I've already downloaded the source from GitHub, and I've already compiled it. It's the development branch. I've edited the direwolf.conf file. I put my call sign in. I've put the declared which sound card it is, the ALSA hardware interface address. I've also told it it's a CM108, and so it knows how to control the PTT line. If you're not using a CM108, other sound cards are available, of course. You'll have to have some other method for controlling the PTT line. It's very convenient having it all on the same card here. Right, so I'm just going to go ahead, start Direwolf. Highly recommend you use the -T0. The developer, for some reason or other, uses all sorts of fancy colours, and it just doesn't work properly via my Telnet or SSH session. Right. It started, 1200 baud packet. I'm on, the radio's programmed up for 144.950. And you'll see here we've got ready to accept AGW client applications and a KISS TCP application. Okay, so if we go ahead and download this program, AGW term TCP, extract the zip. It's a very old program, 2001. It's written by George Rossalopoulos, SV2 AGW. I've probably pronounced his name wrong, and apologies, George, if you're watching. Right, we'll go ahead and fire this up. So this is a program that talks over the network. I've already preset the IP address that it needs to connect to. Again, you know, I assume that you know how to do all this kind of type stuff, or work it out anyway. So we've got Direwolf running on a Raspberry Pi with a cm108 connected to a radio. It's on 144.950, and we've got a local BBS bulletin board, and we'll just go ahead and connect to that. Connect. Okay, we'll just have a quick look over here. We've got my AirSpy R2 here, just so we can see. Just have a look at the signal. Looks pretty nice and clean. Okay, back over to here. So we've now can see that we're connected to the local BBS, and we can, if I wanted to send a message to somebody, SP M0DQW, for example, and that will allow us to send a personal message. Think of it a bit like email, and it will ask us for a title, and then we can write some stuff, and then exit out with a special command. It does tell you what that is, /ex, but again, it's outside of the scope for this video. So there you go, we're up and running, we're on packet, we've connected to a local BBS, we can transmit and receive AX25, and hopefully this video is enough to whet your appetite to get cm108, get it built up, connect it to a radio, audio in, audio out, PTT. Don't need to worry about carrier sense. That's all done in software in the modem. And you make your first connection, use AGW terminal. The KISS interface is much more flexible, but again, outside of the scope. So there you go. Hope you're watching, and comments in the box below. Thanks. Bye.